Auzu billahi minash shaitan rajim. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Today in this class we are going to discuss with about chapter number 3, which is office automation. In last class we have completed with chapter number 2. We have seen how to install an operating system, and we have seen how to install the office automation programs and softwares. In this chapter, we are going to learn about different softwares offered by Office Automation. Office Automation is one of the most common program present in most of the computers, and today we are going to learn what are the different Office Automation programs and what are the different features. So the first Office Automation program which we are going to discuss is Microsoft Words. So we have opened this one of the file of Microsoft Words, and this is a random article which I have pasted on it so that we can make changes on it and understand. So the very first feature which we are going to learn today is the page layout tab. So there are various different tabs given over here. We are going to study what are the features present in the page layout tab. So the first feature which is present over here is the themes feature. The themes feature contains various different themes of for the font and for the colors and for the headings and for the paragraphs, and these are the different themes. If you want to select any theme which you want for your particular document, you can select it. Okay, you can change your color of your theme from this option of colors. You have option of fonts. You can change the font if you the way you wish to use, and similarly you can change the effects given to your theme from the options of effect. The second feature is of margin. This feature is also present inside the page layout tab. The margin feature help us to provide margin to the page. Okay, so currently I have selected a moderate margin from here. If I want to increase the margin, I can use a normal margin. The normal margin increases the margin size over here. If I want to decrease the margin size, I should use the narrow margin. Okay, when I click on narrow margin, this will reduce my margin. Okay, this will decrease my margin, and this way we can have like different kinds of margin from here. Second option is of orientation. The next option is of like orientation has two options in it: portrait and landscape. Whenever I want to make a vertical document, I will select a portrait orientation, and when I want to use a horizontal page in a horizontal way, I'll use it in a landscape way, and this will like increase the size of my page. Okay, and I can write things on it in a form of like horizontal page. So normally for normal documents we use it in portrait form. The next feature is of size of the page. Okay, we can vary the size of the page depending upon the use. Sometimes we have to print pages of different types, and accordingly we have to design them. So before printing the page of different size, select the exact size what you want for your pages. The maximum size available is an A3 size over here. Okay, when there is a very document where you have to make it which is very large, you can use an A3 size. There is a legal document size which helps you to increase the size of your page. You can use a legal document size, or else you can use your normal size, which is a letter one. Okay, the next feature is of columns. Column help us to divide the paragraphs into different columns. If I want these paragraphs to appear in the form of column, I can do that by this column option. Just select the column option and click on on the number of columns you want. Okay, I can may divide it into 2 columns, 3 columns, or I can divide it into a left column where the left column is like very small and the right column is large. So this way my content is divided into two different columns over here. I can divide it into 3 columns as well. I can divide them into 2 equal columns as well. So by using the different options in the column section, I can change my way of my content is written, and then again I can put it into one column. After the column option, there's one more option which is called as break option. Break option help us to like shift my help us to send my content on the next page. Okay, if I have like this is my second paragraph it's starting. If I want it to appear on the next page, I will go on break and I'll say break page. So by doing this made my concept or my content on the second page directly. Okay, the next feature is of line numbers. If I want to assign numbers of line to this particular article, if I want it to appear in form of I want the line numbers also to appear, so I can use a line, and if I write it continuous, so see that is just giving the number of lines over here. It is labeled the numbers on the lines. Okay, it has started from the one from the beginning of the line, and then the same goes on for the next page as well. Okay, while assigning the numbers to the line, there are various ways of assigning it. I can either do a continuous where the number of line is continued from the first previous page to the next page. Like see this last line was 41, so the next page has line 42. But if I want it a new number line for every page, I can do it restart each page. So this way it will like stop at 41 for the previous page, and then from the next page it will be the first line. Next, we have an option of hyphenation. Hyphenation is normally used for the grammatical use. It is used when we are using words like which are words which have two words in it and there's a dash in between them. Okay, like eco-friendly. Okay, such words where there's a slash between them, where there's a dash between them. The hyphenation is used. Hyphenation can be automatic or it can be manual, where so that whenever there's a word with hyphenation or wherever hyphenation is required grammatically, this will include the hyphenation in your content. If I don't want to include it automatically and I want it to be like manually, I can use it manually as well. And then second and the most interesting option of page layout is watermark. We have seen watermark in various documents. It's like, for example, you must have seen in your school result, you have the Zeal school logo is watermarked on the page of your result. So this is the option of watermark available. If I want it, there's readily available some watermark like confidential and do not copy. I can use them, or if I want to make my own watermark, I will go on custom watermark, the option which is available over here. You will click on that, and then you'll write whatever you want to appear as a watermark. You will write it or you will enter the picture. You can use a picture over here also for in the form of a logo, so that it will appear behind your behind your text. That watermark will appear. The next option is of page color option. The page color option will give a color to the page. Okay, it is used to give color to the page. You can just click on it and you can select the colors you want to assign it. Okay, so I can assign this blue color for the page over here. Whenever we want to we want the page borders to appear, we can use the option of page border. Page border will, whenever you click page border, this option will appear. Okay, now there's no border, so the none is selected. If I want to give it a border, I can choose box. Okay, I can choose the color of the line as well. I'll keep it black so that it can be seen properly, and that is a black color border. And you can select the type of border you want. If you can select a 3D border, you can customize your border, you can use a shadow border. So I'll choose a box border across this page, and when I click OK, a border is applied. See, this border is given on the page. The border appears on the page. The next option of this page layout is of assigning the paragraph or one paragraph or two paragraph the alignment. If I want this particular paragraph to appear on the right, I can click on this left alignment. I can increase the left alignment, and when you increase the left alignment, when I increase the left alignment, the paragraph will shift on the left. Okay, it's shifting on the right. Okay, it is like giving an when I increasing the left alignment, it is giving a space on the left side, and the words and the paragraph is shifting more to the right. It is giving like space on the left. Okay, but if I want, I can reduce it. If I can reduce the left indent and make it the normal paragraph. If I want this paragraph to move to the left so that there can be space on the right, I can increase the right space. By increasing the right space, it is giving me a space on the right side, and the paragraph is continuously moving when I'm increasing the right indent which is given over here. So these were some of the features we saw of page layout. There will be in the future classes we will be discussing more features of MS Words which is useful for us for making documents and writing text in the documents and printing them out as needed. Inshallah.